My name is Muhammad Wafiq bin Muhammad Shamsuddin. My number card matric is 10DLS19F1200 from the LS3C. So I will introduce about emerging technologies. So first we have 5 elements of the emerging technologies. The first one is drone. Number 2 is autonomous intelligence. Number 3 is robot. Number 4 is cloud computing, and number 5 is social media. So we have 5 elements of emerging technologies. And I will introduce about drone first. Definition of drones is organizations are beginning to adopt drones in the first phase of supply chain management, obtaining raw materials. Drones are also used in mining, prospecting, and land survey applications in tree farming agriculture. Are used also to insect plant health, photolog plant growth, and mock crop yields. For drones are also testing soil and help optimize water content fertilizer usage with the intent of improving crop yields. So the importance of drones is drone is manufacturing, warehousing, and also drone distribution facilities expected to rise next 5 years again, idling the work in process inventory stage of supply chain management. For example, drones which with a camera can walk to the perimeter and also the facility to scenes, areas and ordinary underground. So camera might not reach 6 inches inside of facilities. In warehousing, developers are measured the Institute of Technology of the best way to tracking inventory anonymously. RFID, QR codes, and also like that. Drone take physical inventory, for example, could ship inventory between production facilities and distribution center. And the challenges, the drones challenges, some articles, some technology limitations, and also remain to be addressed. The first thing is battery life is also limited, which constrains operational range. 21 most successful drones deliveries so far have been in rural areas. Cannot fly so far. They have aerials that to success the recorder of the drones. So parameter maybe 80% of Americans live in urban areas, where unmanaged drones are more challenging to man over. Another concern is weather also is a problem to the drones. Will drones be able to operate high and winds? The strong winds will make it trouble to the drones, and also when raining, while keeping package safe. Only the level is the same weather conditions to impact the drones. An example of the drones' primary use for unnamed warehouse drones include inventory audit infrastructure and security vigilance. Warehousing is competitive advanced relies strongly upon data integration in real time. So we move to the next. Next is autonomous intelligence. Autonomous intelligence definition is AI is by machine, or when machine mimic or can replace intelligent human to a robot. Human behavior such as problem solving or learning can also be settled by the robot has been installed anonymous intelligence can apply in two ways, automating process and actions. They can be operated without need of human intervention. So the importance of the autonomous intelligence is according in AI, business inside the primal research and machine learning can be delivered anonymous benefits to supply chains and logistic operations. The first one is AI offers insight to boost productivity. And second importance of the AI is AI also can help improving the supplier and effectiveness. Number three is AI also help to improve the customer experience. The fourth is AI improve factory schedule and production planning, and last one is improvement in public safety. So the example of the autonomous intelligence is we have a factor of the AI, success factor, that prove the AI technologies is successful. The first one is access to real-time data. Number two, access to external data. AI can access to external and downstream data, otherwise the result will be no better than a traditional system. And number three, support of the end goal despite constraints. Number four is decision making must be considered. Change versus the cost of change. Number five, decision process must be continuous, self-learning and self-monitoring. And also is a robotic. This is number three, robotic. Robotic definition is the robot is automate picking and packing process in large warehouse supply chain, and robot from a natural relationship automating essential but often monotonous tasks. However, new generation of robots are changing the roles of this technology in supply chain. What is the importance of the robotic? We have five importance. The first one is ensuring supply chain data is captured, managed, and output is a structured way to that RPA intelligence agents make an efficient use for information. Number two, implementing RPA agents too quickly or not integrating them properly with business process will create significant project and operational overheads that are financially challenging. Number three, not thinking about how change to business process elsewhere will affect intelligence agents can significantly impact supply chain operation. Number four, pure RPA change management or design will result in errors output that are hard to track down and resolve. And number five, RPA must be built into every aspect to the development lifestyle to ensure proper integration and operation with other tools and platforms. And we go to the example of the robot. We have five examples that prove the robot can be successful in supply chain adopting. Supply chain managers or use robotic to process automation to create, update, and manage contract and other data for better supplier management. Number two is retailers take advantage to RPA, ensure they have the right inventory levels to meet consumer demands. Number three, supply chain manage use RPA to research the supplier and manufacturer market using consistent criteria, allowing for easier supply selection. Number four, if manufacturers easily respond to RFP questions and quotes in timely and accurate way. Number five, retailers are manufacturing at yearly shipping notification so they can be received and process raw materials for finished product. Essential to have a path, transparent supply chain to a rebuild or resilience, sustainability and growth. So we go to the last one. The second last is about cloud computing. Definition of cloud computing is provide optimizing by providing infrastructure, platform, and software solution for the supply chain networks and leads to financial and operational benefits. SaaS has been proved to the best way to ship cloud computing into the supply chain management market. What is the importance of the cloud computing? We have five important things cloud computing to supply chain management. The first one is intelligence and automation. Number two, in real-time visibility. And number three, increased scalability. Number four is speed. Number five, cost efficiently. Must be managed properly. And the conclusion of the cloud computing is summary practicing the cloud is a supply chain. It is tempting to use cloud computing In the supply chain, however, one should be very careful. There are a number of bugs and needs to be checked in order to success, use and apply cloud computing to your supply chain. It is to develop an implementation strategy and fits your supply chain. And the last one is social media. What is social media point to adopting with supply chain management? First, we hear the definition first. Social media is about building relationship and it can be used to be a supply chain to build and grow relationship among trading partners. Information and knowledge gathered from use of social media by supply chain partners can provide insight into various issues of the supply chain industry, competitions, and other. It can also be used to build relationship and determine key performance indicator such as on performance of the carrier or slow payments from a shipper. So what is importance about social media? We have five also. The first one is send social media posts to indicate uh, the arrival and departure from a shipment from a particular distribution center or warehouse. Second is information about accidents and road closure can be used that affect delivery times and can use reroute deliveries. Number three is search for the needs shipments of a particular type. Number four is search for carrier which address a certain territory or using certain mode. Number five is report weather conditions that might affect shipments. So what is the suggestion of the social media? Social media can be invaluable tools for supply chain professional looking to identify new innovation, understand commodity and pricing trends, captured by practice and collaborate with stakeholders, peers and suppliers. It can improve existing process, mitigate risk, and increase efficiency. By tapping the collective insight and all-know of supply participants, business can drive innovation within their supply chains, which leads continuous improvement and business growth. That's all about the emerging technologies, definitions, example, importance, and suggestion about conclusion also. So thank you so much. That's all.